Hey Virgos, this is Faith, of course, Divine Faith Tarot. This is going to be my past life series whenever it comes to you guys' love relationships. So pretty much this can give you a glimpse into maybe why you have maybe a karmic connection with somebody that you just cannot seem to get them off of your ass cheeks. Okay, this could be a reading for that. Okay, it can help you figure out why your connection is the way it is. This can also possibly help with past life whenever it comes to anything. I did this when I first started my channel, but I'm gonna go ahead and do it again, okay? Because I'm just doing it again because something's telling me that I need to do it again because some of y'all need Jesus, okay? But anyway, we all need some help, so I'm gonna be here to give you a little bit of help, okay? This is a little bit more of a serious reading, but I'm still gonna be me. So yeah, who gives a fuck? I'm still gonna be me. Okay, I'm gonna say what the fuck I need to say. If you don't like hearing it, then move right along. Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah. Also, if you guys are interested in getting a reading like every month with me for the next 3 months, that option is available on my website. Okay, so you're able to book that. Also, if you want a past life reading on like your relationship or maybe a family situation, that is on there as well. If you guys didn't know that I do past life readings, okay. But anyway, Virgos, let's get into it. Okay, so the first card that we have here is the arts. So pretty much the arts represents literally the arts. It can represent drawing, it can represent music, it can represent anything having to deal with some type of talent. And this could possibly represent how you and this person resonate. Maybe you and this person resonate on the same vibration whenever it does come to the arts. Okay? It's like, shit, I'm a yodel, you can yodel. I'll play the banjo. Shit, you play the bagpipe. I don't know what the hell you're gonna do, but you guys are operating on the same frequency whenever it comes to that. It's almost like maybe this is what drew you to that person. Maybe this is what drew you to that person. Maybe this is what you and that person have in common. So it's almost like maybe you feel like that connection that you have with this person is different than everybody else's because you can relate to them maybe on this type of level. Okay. It could. Did I say singing? It could be singing. Okay. So and it really could be that maybe you and this person just have the same taste in music or whatever it is. The arts card is pretty self-explanatory on its own. Okay. Now, to clarify the arts, we have the magician. Yeah. The magician can represent pretty much a wish fulfillment. The magician can represent a sense of, it's like with this person, I'm getting a sense where you just feel like your wildest dreams can come true. It could possibly represent a sense that maybe this person pushes you in ways that nobody else could. Okay, because the magician is all about manifestation and it's all about, wishes coming true. So I do feel like whenever it comes to this arts card and the magician, some of you Virgos, now the art doesn't necessarily have to be music. It could be whatever. It could be whatever. It could be like skipping rocks across the damn pond. Whatever. Okay, it's something that you and this person have in common, but I also feel like it's a sense that you feel like this person speaks to you, where it's almost just like they push you to want to go after your dreams. You feel like they push you to make you a better person, which there's nothing wrong with that, but that don't necessarily mean that you and this person are supposed to be coupled together. Let's be very clear. Just because you make a connection with somebody on a deeper level where you guys have things in common, that don't mean that you're supposed to sleep with them. But that don't mean you're supposed to have a damn relationship with them in terms of a love relationship. But I do feel like what connected you guys in the past life was you guys' talents, individual talents. Okay? Which is, it's fine. See, this thing is loading. So after that, we have the father card. Okay. Now, the father card represents a sense that some of you Virgos maybe have a close relationship with your father. Some of you Virgos possibly wish you had a closer relationship with your father. Okay. It does seem like in a past life that some of you Virgos' fathers were with them in a past life, and they may not be with you today. Okay. But some of you Virgos could possibly be attached to this person because what you were missing in a father, they could possibly give to you. It may not be in the best way. Okay? Especially if some of you Virgos possibly have fathers who are absentees in your life. Now is like, you know what? I don't know why I keep attracting these knuckleheads, boneheads, dickheads. I don't know why I keep doing that. Okay? Or if you're a Virgo man, I don't know why I keep attracting these bitches. Okay? Just saying. Okay? But I do feel like it's a sense that somebody is missing something key in their life, and it relates back to their father. It could have been affection. So maybe it's a sense that some of you Virgos, when it comes to this person, maybe this person gave you that affection that you just never felt from your dad. It's almost like you wish that your dad could have gave you the affection, and because you wish that, now all of a sudden it's like you're looking for that in somebody else. But that ain't always the right thing to do. Okay? Let me get my thing, because oh damn. I did not mean to do that. Continue. Okay. Sorry. I'm trying to find the card so I can give you exactly what the card says. Here we go. Okay, this card says it does indicate that your father in this life was with you in prior lifetimes. Any issues you've had with your father likely began long ago. Like I said, look at the cards that you draw prior to and after this card, as they will yield clues about the previous lives that you two shared. He may not have been your father in those lives, though, as souls continue to reincarnate together in different roles. To break any negative patterns with your father's soul, be willing to release old anger or unforgiveness. This can be conscious or unconscious emotional energy stored in your psyche. Just your willingness to clear toxic relationship energy is enough to initiate the healing process. Remember that forgiveness doesn't mean that you approve of this person's actions. It simply means that you're no longer willing to carry around anger energy. By releasing this, you subsequently heal your present and future. If you totally forgive your father and yourself, you no longer have to reincarnate with that soul unless you choose to. And with that being said, I feel like this card wouldn't have popped up if you Virgos would have been completely over this situation. Well, the majority of it. Some of you guys could be over your situation, okay? Like the card said, some of you guys could have already welcomed in forgiveness into your situation, where where now you are healing old wounds whenever it comes to this father figure or father in general, okay? Ziggy, will you chill out? Now, on top of the father card, yep, there it is. Top of the father card, we have the judgment. Okay. Again, I do feel like the way to get to the meat and potatoes, Virgos, of why you maybe keep attracting these same people that maybe don't want you, or keep attracting these people that don't commit to you, is because it lies right here. There are some inner issues that you maybe are trying to avoid or maybe not trying to address whenever it comes to your father. Because the judgment is all about past lives. And you know what I'm getting? A lot of you Virgos feel like that you are unable to live up to your father's expectations, or it's the simple fact that you keep trying to prove yourself to your dad, and guess what? You don't need his fucking approval. You just need his acceptance. You don't need his approval. Okay? He don't have to sign off on the dotted line on anything that you do, because you grown as hell. So you can piss in your own pot. It don't matter. Okay? And I feel like that's what some of you Virgos are doing. Some of you Virgos keep trying to prove yourself. But this also can relate back to a lot of you Virgos still haven't let go of the past. Especially if there are some issues that went on between you and your father in your 20s. Some of you guys just really have not let that go. Okay? Now, after the father card, we have the ships. Okay? Let me go back. Let me find it first. Ship. Okay, now, the ships card says your prior lifetime spent on ships brings this card to you today. As a former sailor, crew member, or ship passenger, you've had experiences at sea that have exerted an influence on the situation you're inquiring about. You probably already have a sense of the type of life you had aboard these ships. The question now becomes how your experiences have affected your present life. Negative reactions such as fears and phobias, or positive reactions such as longings to travel or a special affinity for the ocean, all may have arisen in prior lifetimes. And you know what I'm getting? This could be a sense of where some of you Virgos possibly felt like that maybe you felt trapped in a way. Or maybe you feel trapped now and you can't really explain it. Maybe trapped within yourself, possibly trapped within your own mind. But again, I feel like a lot of this past life energy when it comes to you and this person, whoever it relates to, is the simple fact that a lot of it, you just won't let this shit set sail on the damn ship. It's like you're entrapping yourself for no reason. And again, I feel like it all goes back to this right here with the Father card. There's some definite healing that needs to be done. And the ships with the Father card, for some reason, I'm getting the sense that some of you Virgos maybe were overprotected a lot by your father, or maybe some of you Virgos feel like that your father or father type figure was too, what's the word I'm looking for? It's like what is the word I'm looking for? I would say overprotective, but it's almost like one of those things where you feel like your father did not let you explore life. And so now it's a sense where you're like regretting that because you're lost. It's like things are new to you. It's like almost in a sense where you feel sheltered, or you were sheltered so much from life that now when you got older, you had to figure out a lot of things that maybe you feel like your parents or your father should have taught you, especially when it comes to relationships. A lot of you Virgos, your fathers probably didn't talk to you about relationships because they tried to shelter you from the world to keep you from getting hurt. I understand that. But now when you got older, it's almost like you're having to figure out the shit on your own. So you don't really know what's up or down at this point whenever it comes to these bonehead ass people out here. Okay, on top of the ships, we have the Strength card. The Strength card can represent, now some of you Virgos, your father is possibly a fire sign. It don't have to be. Or the person that you find hard to let go could very well be a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aquarius. Okay, but with this Strength card, this represents taking back control. The Strength card also represents forgiveness. Again, some of you Virgos are hanging on to resentment, and that's why I was getting the sense of you feeling trapped. Even whenever it comes to this person who you have a hard time letting go of, you're not letting go of the resentment whenever it comes to what they did to you. And it could be a sense that you can't wrap your mind around the fact that this freaking Kermit the Frog looking ass person did this to me. And it's almost like you feel like I would never do this to you. And you know what? I also get some of you Virgos ended up having children by this person that you have a hard time letting go of. And maybe it's a sense that this person may have moved on. And maybe some of you Virgos feel trapped whenever it comes to maybe moving to the next relationship because you're just afraid that nobody is going to stay, because maybe that's what happened between you and your father. Maybe you feel like your father didn't want to stay, or your father didn't stay, period, or there's always an excuse why he can't be there. It could possibly be one of those things. So I just feel like a lot of this represents you Virgos needing to really forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for not knowing, and forgive yourself for not knowing everything that maybe your father should have taught you whenever it came to relationships. Forgive yourself, because it ain't your damn fault. You didn't ask to grow up, with the dad that you had that didn't explain stuff to you so that shit wouldn't be so difficult. You didn't ask for that. I'm just saying, you don't ask whenever you go to the damn fast food place for the damn line to be long. It's like one of those things where you just deal with it if you're really fucking hungry. I'm hungry, so I'll take a number and sit down. Just saying. But now after the ships, we have the love life. Okay, now this represents, I'm just getting some of you Virgos, the person that you are kind of stuck on maybe a little bit is a fire sign, or at least they have fire in their chart. Very well, like I said, it could be Leo or Sagittarius. Okay. Now with this love life card, let me find it. Here it is. This love life card says, this card comes to you as an indication that your love life is affected by one or more previous lifetimes. Most likely you had a painful experience back then that has caused you to be overly cautious. In such cases, working on yourself can help you reopen your beautiful, loving heart. And that way you can love and be loved again. It's also likely that this card comes to you as validation that the man or woman you're romantically interested in was also a prominent person in your past life. This individual may not necessarily have been a romantic partner at that time, but your inclination to connect romantically in this life is definitely part of a greater plan. Now, don't get that shit twisted by what that card say, and don't get it twisted and think that the greater plan could be that you guys are supposed to get married and things like that. That's not always the case, because you guys could have very well possibly been married in the past lifetime, and the shit didn't work out. And it don't mean that you're supposed to relive that out in the current lifetime. Why put yourself through pain twice if you don't have to? Okay? But the love life represents a sense of why you're so attached or attracted to this person is because, again, it's almost like the love story that never got a chance to be told. And that's kind of what I'm getting here. You know? And that could possibly lead to why some of you Virgos are maybe kind of pushing the issue when it comes to you and this person. Okay? Now, on top of the love life is the King of Wands. Yep. I'm totally getting the sense in the past life, Virgos, that some of you guys were possibly one of this person's many lovers. Because the King of Wands represents somebody who, he can be loyal, but also the King of Wands represents somebody who is like a chick magnet. People are attracted to him. People can become easily attached to him because of his charming nature and things like that. But with that being said, some of you Virgos may have got sucked into the promise of the relationship instead of looking at it from a reality standpoint. Okay. And I'm also getting the sense that some of you Virgos it's like almost one of those things where you keep going after somebody that you know you can't have. And that's hence why I'm probably getting the sense where some of you Virgos may have gotten attached to somebody who isn't really going to commit, and this person tends to have maybe multiple partners. And you just can't figure out, why am I still stuck on this person who talks to other people? Well, there you go. I just told you. You're just repeating what you already went through because you still haven't fixed the inner issues. Clarify the love. Whoa. Yep. Clarify the love life card and the King of Wands. Clarify the love life card and the King of Wands. Okay, on top of that, Page of Swords. Page of Swords represents immaturity. The Page of Swords can represent challenging information. And I feel like the challenging information represents that truth that you just don't want to hear. It's almost just like you don't want to hear that maybe you got involved with somebody whose intentions was never really to fall in love with you. And it's almost like that's a hard pill to swallow. It's a hard pill to wrap your mind around. Okay? And a lot of you Virgos, I feel like it's a sense that you're just angry at everybody, or even angry at the next person because of what the previous person did. It's just anger. You're just mad, especially if you have a kid by this person. You can have an air sign kid by this person, okay? And you're just angry. And I feel like it's angry because you're just disappointed. And you feel like this person let you down. Clarify the love life, King of Wands, and the Page of Swords. Clarify love life, King of Wands, and Page of Swords. Clarify love life. And we have the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles can represent you Virgos. This could possibly represent that Virgo, some of you guys may have fell in love with this person who possibly went to work with you, or who possibly worked with you, or possibly who went to the same school as you. Okay? Got a liar. But the fact of the matter is, Virgos, that I feel like eventually this person would have moved on from you, because I feel like that their feelings I just feel like I feel like they didn't know how to tell you the truth about how they really feel. And I felt like how they really feel is that they really didn't see you guys forming into a full-blown family. It's almost like they weren't ready, Not to say the fact that there's a problem with you, but they just weren't ready for what you were ready for. And maybe now you see them being ready, maybe for somebody else, and you're just pissed the fuck off. You're mad because you don't understand why this person couldn't be ready for you. But like I said, just because you guys had a love life in a prior lifetime don't fucking mean that it's supposed to continue on to this one. You can be mad all you want to, but you also have to learn how to accept the reality of a situation that maybe you were only supposed to be with them for a short period of time. Maybe the only reason why you guys are brought together is to have a kid. Who knows? But in a sense, I feel like that this person, Virgos, has moved on, and yet you're still kind of stuck in limbo. Okay? So, Virgos, this is your past life reading whenever it comes to the person that you really can't get over, okay? Or the person that you find a hard time moving on from, okay? Or it could be a person that you're dating now that you feel this way about. Who knows? This could be for any type of situation, so fit it how you need to, okay? So yeah, this has been the reading. So I hope you guys liked it. If you did, let me know. If you hated it, I'm sure y'all gonna let me know. But it is what it is, okay? So yeah, talk to you later.